Hmm?
I was gonna screen record on my phone and just like scroll through the scriptures or whatever that we're going through in there. But no, we do it that way. I just download it later.
Yeah. All right.
Doing too much.
All right. Shalom. Want to give all praises to Yahawah,
Yahawah,
BAHASHAM,
BAHASHAM,
Yahawashi,
YAHAWASHI,
BAHASHAM,
Makar,
Makar,
QADASH.
QADASH. All right. Double honor to the apostles and elders of a great millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yasha Allah. I don't think we need this.
Yeah.
You can see?
Yeah.
All right. Double honor to the apostles and elders of a great millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yasha Allah. And salutations and blessings to you Akim out there doing this truth and sincerity. Looking forward to getting out of Babylon. We had to double back. We did this lesson yesterday, but we did it over the phone, and the audio didn't get recorded. So say he had to do what he had to do. But what you do, you fight back. Hey, turn right back around and just fulfill the mission, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. Like, oh, the audio didn't work. Well, never mind that lesson. Like, nah, man, it's something I need to get out there. Satan obviously don't want it out there. But as you can see, the title, the Most High set a standard, and what I'll do is I'll look up this word right quick. Standard. All right. All right, here we go. It says, I think it might have been an adjective. Oh, yeah. No, I went to stand and hard. Okay, so, you look up stand. It says occupy place, stand firm, congeal, stay, continue, abide, be valid, be, exist, all right, take place, oppose, resist attack, stand up, be on one's feet, consist, amount to, sense of, to exist, be present, all right, encounter without flinching, weaker sense, to put up with, yeah, to submit, meaning to pay for as a treat, become a candidate to office.
Yeah, you said encounter without flinching. No, which that's what the Most High does. He don't shake. He don't deviate from what
Yeah.
he has said already.
Yeah,
like,
his word don't go out void.
it is what it is. Like he this is how it is. I ain't gonna change it because it ain't nobody too special. You know what I'm saying? Nobody on this earth is special enough to change what the Most High has said.
Yeah, kind.
We are the Most High's peculiar people, nonetheless. But we don't change. We can't change His will.
Yeah. Kind. All right. Then I also wanted to get the word hard. Okay. Solid and firm, not soft. Also difficult to endure. Carried on with great exertion. Severe, rigorous, harsh, cruel. Difficult to do. All right. So firmly. So basically, he established something. All right. That's what that standard was. The standard was him. This is how it's gonna go. All right. It's gonna be like this. And the examples that we're gonna bring out through YAHAWASHI, he had to be that way. All right. He had to knock somebody off soon as they went off. Okay? Because it set that standard. It established order. It established him as, because what did it say? It said, to be, exist, take place. It put him there like, oh, the Lord will mess me up. Okay? All right? So it said be valid. So it validated what he meant, what he said would happen if you did this or did that, man. All right? So this first one is a pretty nice little read. We're not going to get every point in it, but we're going to hit some of the points. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Exodus 32:7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, go get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
So the law was already established orally. They knew the laws. The laws was known. Even while they was in Egypt. So when they came out of Egypt, like, oh, the Lord just, got us out of Egypt. Like, and they went right back into tripping. You know what I'm saying? They went, here it is, the Lord just brought all these different plagues, gave you a holy day. You know what I'm saying? Split the Red Sea for you, gave you a leader to follow, all of that. And you turn around and go worshiping a damn calf, man, an idol. All right? So let's see what the Lord got. Let's see what standard he had to set.
It says, and the Lord Yahawah said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them. And I will make of thee a great nation. He's ready to knock them off.
Yeah, he was ready to knock them off. Like, why not? He like, man, I'll make you a great nation. Why? Hey, and even in that, what also does that prove? That proves that you are who your father is. Because if he's going to make him a great nation, he's going to basically continue the seed of Israel. Mm-hmm. He's going to go sleep with different, women of different nations, and that seed is going to carry out through them. Just a side note. All right, but nonetheless, he was talking about, and he said, leave me alone. let me be mad. I'm ready to knock them off, man. Go ahead,
It says, and Moses besought Yahawah his power and said, Yahawah, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Mm-hmm. Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Mm-hmm. Turn from thy fierce wrath, and repent of this evil against thy people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidst unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And the Lord Yahawah repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. And Moses turned.
That's like
it says, and Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the two tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written the tables were written on both their sides, on the one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were the work of the Most High, and the writing was the writing of the Most High graven upon the tables. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, there is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry from being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear.
So they was partying. All right? They was partying. They, you know what I'm saying? And Jake does that now, man. And what do? They call on the Most High when things are going bad. Because it's gonna tell you. Well, it might have been. I think it actually was earlier in the chapter, because they was like, in this Moses, like Moses was just a nobody. What's this? We in 18. Let me see if it was. Yeah. First verse. 32:1. It says, and when the people saw that Moses delayed to come out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we want not what has become of him. So because he was up there talking with the Lord, getting the laws, statutes, commandments to get them written down, they was impatient. So they like, man, he got something to worship. We need something to worship. Nigga, you had something to worship. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Yep. Sit still, man. Be patient. All right? And that's how we have to be in these times, man. What they say, he might not always answer, but he always on time or something to that effect. Yeah. You might pray to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI about something, but it might not happen at that moment. It might not be meant for that moment. All right, because it do tell you when you do pray, your spirit do, you know what I'm saying? It'll basically speak out for you. All right, that's why you can't just pray out of BS. You don't just pray because, man, you're supposed to pray continually anyway, all day, every day. The Lord is never going to get tired of hearing your prayers unless you pray, not necessarily praying for dumb stuff, but just like not doing it in sincerity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just like, come on, man. Or you praying in the midst, you know? Oh, Lord, let me get that big booty bitch at my job. And, you know, like, man, fuck all of that. That's not going to get you out of here, man. Pray for things that's relevant, man.
Mm-hmm. This shit, man. And this, the times we're in, you need to be praying to have the Holy Spirit be on you.
Well, that's why it says his ears are open to the righteous. Because the righteous is going to know what to pray for anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, we are the hopeful, like, we pray to be the things that we pray for, you know, we like you said, bro. You know, we're not just praying like, oh, I gotta pray today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you throw up some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No, we actually meditate and like, yeah, this we're gonna pray upon this, pray upon this.
But you can have like a simple prayer. Just make sure it's in sincerity. You can't. Yeah. My bad. You can't just be like, you know, call Allah YAHAWASHI, you know, Thawada YAHAWASHI. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I just be in a mode where, you know, I just like, man, thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I'm doing good or whether I'm doing bad, you know? But just make sure you're doing it in sincerity. Don't do it because you're like, gotta pray. It's time to pray today. Like,
see some praying.
Yeah, you pray because you want to. And because, you know what I'm saying, like the brother said, if the Lord said you could go off and eat pork or smoke or this, would you? It's still wrong. It's still harmful to your body. But if the Lord, that proves that Acts the 10th chapter, I believe it wasn't talking about him actually going to eat anything because the Lord's not going to have it to where you go off. All right? But he is an understanding power. He is a merciful power. You can read the Song of the Three Children. Man, it's like 70-something verses, I believe, speaking on his mercy. You know? He is a merciful power, all right? He do understand you got to work on the Shabbat. You know? He understand that. All right? He's not going to fucking... But that's what we're getting into. That's why grace had to come in because the Lord was ready to knock people, but he had to set that standard.
Yeah.
Okay, like I was telling you, know, we was going to the lesson yesterday. This movie, Lucky Number 11. All right, they was basically new loan sharks in town. A guy made a bad bet, and they had to make an example out of him so nobody else would make that same bet. All right, because if they would have let him slide, hey, what they said off the movie Dope, a slippery slope. You let one thing slide and keep on sliding, then before you know it, everything's all bad, man.
Yeah.
All right, but with YAHAWASHI, he does have mercy. All right, so as far as his judgments, some will be more harsh than others, or some might be a little lesser punishment. All right, but it's not up to you to know because you don't know your level of grace. You don't know how much grace juice you got. You know,
exactly. But no, that's a fact. You don't know. We don't know. So
just do what you're supposed to do. You know, to make sure you don't use all your grace up, basically. All right, let's go, bro.
Let's see where we at. 20?
19, I believe. Yeah, 19.
Yeah. It says, verse 19, it says, and it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh to the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger waxed hot.
He got like the Most High was. He understood at that moment why the Lord felt like he felt, because he told him, no, don't knock him off, you know. Then everybody gonna be saying this and that, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what happened with Moses.
It says, and he cast the tables out of his hands and brake them beneath the mount.
Mm-hmm.
So like it says, and he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire and ground it to powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink of it.
Yeah, you want to worship this idol? Go ahead, drink up, man.
That was their libation.
Yeah, exactly. That you want to super libation.
Drink offering to idol.
Yeah.
It says, and Moses said unto Aaron,
drink offering of an idol.
Shit. It says that Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, make us gods which shall go before us. They said again, for as is Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And I said unto them, whosoever had any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and then came out this calf.
Yeah, so he trying to put it on them like, man, you know how our people is, man. You know they got their little tricks to get what they want. And Jake is like that. Jake is very deceptive. Okay, that's why the scripture talk about, watching your brother, for he will utterly supplant. Shit, our forefather was a supplanter, all right? But, some do it in wickedness. But Aaron should have just been like, nah, man, y'all tripping. He should have cussed their ass out, really. That's what he should have did. But ain't no, if you extrapolate the story, ain't no telling what they was doing or saying to him to, get them to go off.
Man, Jason slicked.
Yeah, here, man, they probably, here, drink up, get some of this wine. Ain't no telling, like,
Exactly.
Got them all in a good mood, and he like, let's make this calf, like, But he said, the people, man.
Something,
I thought you was our brother.
It says, verse 25, and when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies. Then Moses, if I may make a point, because the scriptures say that our keeping of the law, statutes, and commandment was our wisdom in the sight of the nations. So they knew the laws. They knew the laws and the commandments as well.
Well, yeah.
So when they see, they worship the idols, the Most High ain't dealing with them. This the time to move.
Yep, exactly. And I gotta find that scripture too, because that's an important scripture. Because they know, because like you said, that being us being in the sight of the nations, us keeping the laws and commandments, they said, for they have a great power with them, man. All right, that's what they had said, because of the way we was carrying ourselves. All right, but it wasn't by our own will. It was based off the standard of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. All right. I hate when it's correct or wrong.
I got it, bro.
All right.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, and verse 6. Let me see. I might read up just a little bit. Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great who have the Most High so nigh unto them? And the Lord Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for. Yep. So yeah, it says they gonna hear the statutes too. So they knew what was going on. That they were waiting on a moment for Israel to fuck up. They were waiting on them to get like how they were with Aaron, man. This is the perfect moment to strike.
Well, we gonna get into one of those stories as well. That's going, because right now this was between our people. Our people was wilding out, but watch how they solved the problem, man. All right.
It says, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord Yahweh's side?
Pick a side. Go ahead.
Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together.
They said, look, man, we with the Lord. We going on that side.
And he said unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. So
he had the children of Levi do that, because what is this? Lord Yah joined unto me. They was joined unto YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. So it was pretty much destined for them to follow and jump on the side of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. The 3,000, you had some Judites over there, hard headed as hell.
Yeah.
Some Gadites, but now you think of it in this sense, we're all priests now.
Yeah.
Right? We're all Levites, so to speak. We're all, so the ones who are the men of the Lord who are following YAHAWASHI now, think of it as you basically got on that side. You basically choosing a side with YAHAWASHI, and you will take out the opposition, man, which our own people can be the opposition. Ezekiel 9:4. All right? So we are going to be, through YAHAWASHI, those same, Levites through the Spirit that's going to take out the opposition, the ones that want to side with Esau, man. All right?
Yeah, the scripture did say that he's going to make us a nation of priests.
Yeah. Yep.
Just to add that.
All right. Let's go 48. Oh, no, 48. I'm tripping. We're going to get the numbers right quick. Numbers 20 and 7.
Number 27?
Yeah. I remember one of them was like, kind of like the same story. This one went in debt.
Alright, so Numbers 20 and 7. Alright, it says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord Yahawah, as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock?
Yeah, you hear? Must we fetch you water out this rock? Go ahead, bro.
And Moses lifted up his hand, and with this rod, he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. And the Lord Yahawah spake unto Moses and Aaron, Because ye believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore shall I not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them.
Yeah, so
therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them.
Yeah, so because they didn't give glory to YAHAWASHI, man. All right, so we read about them worshiping the calf. The standard that he set was don't worship idols, In this sense, the standard that he set is give glory to YAHAWASHI. Don't think that because the Lord got you in a position that you can't fall from it. All right? Because clearly Moses was supposed to take them into the land of that he was going to, in Israel, into the land of the Canaanites, basically, in this sense. All right? But right here, what he did, him and Aaron did, they didn't get to, man. Okay? They didn't get to take them into the land because they basically took it upon themselves and said, look, we doing this for you. You know what I'm saying? All right? Now, like I said, this just the Lord setting the standard. And this built up to having grace. Okay? This built up, because you always, even the scripture said, the Lord always had a few men that was always worshiping him. He always had that blessing in that cluster of grapes. All right? But, hey, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning, man. So us reading this, the standard that YAHAWASHI set, and knowing that he had grace, all right, we know we can't keep the law perfect, but we have that grace because we can't keep it perfect. But we got to try to keep it perfect. Okay? You read the scriptures and you don't do what they did because you seen what happened to them. All right? You see the standard that YAHAWASHI has set. All right?
It said, it said, because of the sin, the great sin, he had to multiply his mercies. That's in the Apocrypha, I believe in Ezra's. I'm roughly paraphrasing because we can't keep it whole.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like, you do have to be sincere when you learn these laws. You have to be sincere in trying to fulfill them. You know, not just have them and quote them. What are you gonna do with them?
You should wanna fulfill them. You should wanna keep them. You know.
Yeah.
They beautiful. Like when you get to the point, and I'm not just speaking about myself because I know other brothers feel the same way. When you get to the point where the Lord just do something so simple for you, but it's just so beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you need some gas money and you find $10. Just $10. It's like, man, like the Lord, you that beautiful. It's not 100, but it's what you need. You might not need it. What you need 100 for? Because it's crazy. I'm gonna say a little testimony right quick. I had went to the junkyard with somebody, and I knew where the trucks that I needed to look for. So I'm looking for the actual truck because it said it was in a certain row. So my eyes is up and the other guy's eyes is up, And, we find the truck. I don't find what I need. And as we're walking back, I'm like just walking. But then the other guy that I was with, he was on the phone. He just so happened to be on the phone at that time. So he's kind of looking down. Bam. $36 sitting right in the middle. Just right in the middle of the aisle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, well, I couldn't find that. You know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, I corrected myself right then and there. I said, hey, he might need it more than I do.
Yeah.
He might need it more than I do. And he was like, oh, shit, bro. He's like, oh, hey, what's up? Drinks on me. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't drinking, bro. And then in my mind, this is how the Lord worked. In my mind, I said, but shit, if he offered to get some food, though, with that. Right after I said that, he was like, well, shit, we can get some food with it. I said, hey, call YAHAWASHI. Like, the fact that I just thought that, and then the Lord put it in his mind to offer me food, That's beautiful. It's not nothing major, but that's beautiful. Like, the fact that I thought that. And it could have been off my humility based on me saying he might need that more than I do. I did want to eat and needed to eat, and then the Lord, fed me, man. All right? Hey, that's how it works. All right, we're going to get this last situation. I actually just thought of another situation, but I'm going to just quote it after this. We might get it. I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
Go with the Spirit. So in Joshua chapter 7, verse 10, it says, and the Lord Yahawah said unto Joshua, get thee up, wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. But they have taken up the accursed thing, and have also stolen, and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except you destroy the curse from you, or from among you.
Yeah, so this is something that like Moses had to go down there. He just received the 10 Commandments on a tablet. He broke them because he was pissed off. All right, and what did they slew 3,000 of their own, brothers, man. All right, their own kindred. All right, that's something that they physically had to do. Just like when the Lord was about to have Abraham sacrifice Isaac. Like, this is your son. But the Lord said what he said, man. All right? Just because the Lord tell you something, it might not be as bad as you think. You got to trust. You got to trust in him. Because we coming into them times where you might have a voice in your head telling you to do something. But you know not to go to the damn camp. You know not to get the chip. That's why you got to put these scriptures within you, so when them times come where you got to be spiritual, you can make proper discernment based off of the Spirit. Not on your own, but you're going to have to go off of the Spirit, man. But if you're not getting in tune with the Spirit right now, doing your fasting, doing your praying, All right, elevating your mind in a sense of getting in the scripture, actually getting into the scripture. Don't just I read today. Like no, but what did you retain? What did you understand? How can you apply that? That's what matters, man. Because you can read any and everything in the world. You got people, I read the whole Bible. But you got a butter lineup and you smoking a cigarette, eating a pork chop sandwich with shrimp on
it. Damn.
But you read the whole Bible. Like, but what did you apply? You obviously not applying the dietary laws. You obviously couldn't have read in Corinthians about your body being a temple, that this is a rented body. This ain't even your body, man. All right? Come on, man.
So all right, they took the covering, but not of the Most High.
Con.
Jay, yeah, you probably did read the scriptures back and forth. You know, that's good for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good for you. But you know, I did a lesson on something like that a while ago. You know, like you have a lot of old heads that's screaming at. I know the Bible back and forth, and I was raised in the church and things, such things like that. You know, and it was I titled it "There is no carnal." There's no spirit, or what I call it. Pretty much, your carnal age doesn't matter when it comes to the spirit. You know, it don't matter if you 45 years old, you've been in the church since you was 10. You know, but like you said, you're not doing nothing that you read.
Yeah,
it's a block. It doesn't matter.
It said, what does the scripture say? Gray-haired men are not always wise.
Yeah.
Meaning, gray, it doesn't mean, if you got dark hair, you're dumb. And if you got gray, no, it means when you get, that's just a sign of being elderly. But it doesn't mean you're wise. Mm-hmm. It's hard nowadays to respect our elders if we're doing or trying to do, and by elders, I mean carnal elders. By doing... You're doing the complete opposite of what we're teaching, and you give them due respect. You know what I'm saying? You don't cuss them out. You don't try to fucking put the gloves on with them if they piss you off or some shit like that. But a lot of old heads think they got knowledge, but they got knowledge of this world, man. They don't got knowledge of the scriptures of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. They got knowledge of Christianity, which that is not gonna help us get through what we need to get through, man. Nobody ever told me about bag with hoes. You're going to be broke, nigga, because you're under a curse. It's going to be like that. Sometimes you're gonna get, blessings that you can't even handle, but it might go right back to you being broke. Then what you going to do? That's balance, man. The Lord, he deals with balance. We're going to get the judgment that happened because basically Israel went up to war and they got their ass whooped, basically. They ran. And Joshua was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord was like, man, get up. What was that part of it?
That was verse 11, I believe.
Verse 11? Oh, yeah, 10. Yeah. 10, yeah, no, you good. He said, and Yahweh said unto Joshua, get thee up. Wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face? Like, why you, man, get up. Because but that's what he knew. He went to prayer. You know what I'm saying? He started, he like, man, why the hell is this happening? But what did he have to do? He had to bring judgment. And the Lord told him. He said, therefore the children of Israel cannot stand before the enemies, but turn their backs before the enemies because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the accursed from among you. He had to set a standard. Mm-hmm. And that's why I brought up the point. Sometimes you got to trust in the Lord. Because what happened? They went into the land. He said, don't take nothing. Because all of this is a curse. Only take, the silver, the gold, and things. But that's going to be in the Lord's treasury. But you had a guy who took some Babylonian garments, had a couple silver and gold things of himself. And
took a wedge of gold.
And this is what happened. Yeah. Hey, we can just read it right here. Go ahead. 24 on down.
Verse 24. It says, and Joshua and all Israel with him took Achan, the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had.
They took the tent too.
They brought the tent. You know, they weren't playing no games.
Yeah, they didn't want no part of it. Go ahead. When I read it the first time, I didn't notice they took the tent.
It says, and they brought them unto the valley of Bakor,
which means trouble.
Khan.
Okay, his name Akan means trouble, and then they called the land Akor, and that means trouble as well. I'm gonna just get it right quick. Damn, he took the tent. Yep. Oh, his name means troubler. Okay, troubler. And then Akor means trouble. Yep. Or trouble, disturbance. The valley of trouble where Achan and his family were stoned. So yeah, man. All right, let's finish this up. This might be scrolling fast. Go ahead.
It says, and Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us?
Yeah, his name is the troubler, so it's omen. Yeah.
It says,
they said, I don't know, omen. It's one of them though. Go ahead, Al.
It says, the Lord Yahawah shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones and burned him with fire after they had stoned him with stones.
Yep.
And they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So the Lord Yahawah turned from the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of that place was called the Valley of Bakor unto this day.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean like the Lord loves blood or loves to kill. He had to set a standard. That's what, when you get pissed off, you do shit to get rid of your anger. Like you said on Players Club, do something to make me feel good. But the Lord, he said, look, I'm not going to be with you unless you get rid of this accursed thing, man. So they took everything that he possessed and got rid of it. Everything, his family, his cattle, all right, his tent, like they stoned the tent and burned the tent, all of that. Because the Lord set that standard. I mean what I say. I told y'all don't take shit. Don't take shit, man. Now, watch this. I'm going to just read this right quick when you go to the next chapter.
Back snatch the motherfucker. Setting it on fire, stoning him.
Now, dig this. This is Joshua 8:1. And Yahweh said unto Joshua, fear not, neither be thou dismayed. Take all the people of war with thee, and arise, go up to Ai. See, I have given the city, I have given into thy hand the king of Ai. I believe that's how you say it. And his people, and his city, and his land. And thou shalt do to Ai as her, and to Ai and her king as thou didst unto Jericho and her king. Only the spoil thereof and the cattle thereof shall ye take for a prey unto yourselves. Lay thee an ambush for the city behind. So they took Jericho. He said, don't take nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now they turn right around, and now they about to take another city, and he like, you can take this, and you just gotta trust in YAHAWASHI, man. Had the dude would have waited, he could have got some of the spoil. But he was being disobedient, of course, and he was envying, coveting what he seen. The Lord was supposed to get all that, the treasury, the gold and the silver and the brass and all of that. But he took it upon himself to go, why would you do that? Why would you, But it was the Lord setting the standard. Not saying people are always going to follow the standard, all right? But YAHAWASHI still sets the standard, okay? Period. He just show you how he deals, this way or not. We said some people got more grace than others, but you don't know how much grace you have, so stay within the standard. Basically. You got anything else?
No, I don't got anything.
Hey, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Okay? Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, all right, who have diligently endured this word for decades, man. It's crazy. It's like they're not bored with it. They're only elevating, man. And rightfully so. That's what you're supposed to do in this. You get better. The more you apply, the better you get, man. The more the Lord will deal with you. Period.
And they set a good example,
Yeah,
that's why we don't.
They've set a standard through YAHAWASHI.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why we give them double honors, man.
Yeah.
You know that is the praise that they talk about. That we're giving them double honors, man, because they're worthy of it.
I don't need double honors. You know, I don't. You know, I'm not gonna say I don't feel like I deserve it, but I don't want to say that in a sense like I'm on a level, so to speak. But that's why I said let another man praise you. I know sometimes I'll be, you know, real heavy and deep in the spirit, you know, and I can touch brothers other. And sometimes it's like, you know, I just might say a good, bring out a good precept or something. But those men there, diligent, diligent, man, perseverance. No matter. I heard, you know, stories that they didn't, you know, all them older videos. They on a highway, the car broke down. They on the highway, sleep. You know what I'm saying? Got to walk to the next town and all of that. Big ass trucks driving by while you trying to sleep and stuff. All that, man. Okay? Hey, you're going to go through shit, man. Just follow and stay within the standards of YAHAWASHI, and he got you. You got to trust in that. You can't doubt it. You know, you got to know that the Lord got you, but in the same sense, him having you, don't get on his bad side. Because just as much as he got you, just as much as he can get you, you know.
Yeah. And there's a precept in the Ecclesiastes said that, you know, just as his mercy is, so is his judgment.
So is his judgment. Yeah, don't forget about that. Hey, man, so yeah, man, Lord willing, we continue in this, man. It's only getting more beautiful as it's getting harder. It should get more beautiful because the harder it gets, that means the closer we are to being out of here, man. All right, but just because it gets harder doesn't mean YAHAWASHI is not going to look out for you. So just do what you're supposed to do. You know, Lord willing, we all endure, man. Hey, with that, Shalom.
Shalom.